client and you have got a financial advisor in your own collective, allow them to play their role. When I started working, I had a manager called Eddie Chitimbi. At the time you get your first check, your second check, you just think, you know what, I've got money to blow and spend. And now as a kid, instant gratification is the biggest driver. And this man, he was a father figure to me. And having grown up without a dad, he played a huge role to say, look, this is what you have to do. You are in the financial services industry. And now you have to try and make sure that you suppress some of your wishes to ensure that tomorrow you can be able to enjoy that. I didn't like that, but I still went with the idea that when I look back 5 years later, I realized, you know what, that was a good idea. And then I could have bought a car which would have gotten me into debt or maybe even get to be repossessed. But because of his guidance, I really made the right decision, which is a key thing even for us today. They can be able to guide you and say, this is your responsibility. This is what I'm going to do. I know with the younger generation, sometimes they think, you know what, I don't want to live until I'm 50. I want to die.
What's the point of saving
when they
for
get
the
to 50,
future?
they say, you know what, I don't want to get to 60. When you get to 60, you say, maybe I should try and see what happens when you're 80. It's important for us to understand the role that financial planning plays so that you can make an informed decision.
I didn't have the wisdom that you are talking about. So I was like, what car will I drive? What gift do I want to get for my mom and my family and my siblings? So I actually did the wrong things, and I did get into debt, actually. And until I started having an advisor, I started having people to talk to me about better planning, the idea of acquiring assets, the idea of buying a property, the idea of saving for holidays. But I got that probably about like midpoint in my career. And what's also been amazing is that I now see the value of things like, for example, planning for your bonus. And so that by the time I get my bonus, I don't kind of have to think about what to do, but I've got to think ahead of time.
Are you good on that?
What? Do I do that?
Yeah,
I do.
That's well done.
And then I say a prayer, like I hope we get the bonus. But I'm like, in the event that we do, this is what I would like to do. And I think ahead and I plan ahead. The one thing I also make sure of, we can't, I just think I work so hard. I work so hard to not reward myself. So I do make an allowance for something to indulge on. And I don't feel guilty about that. I've got friends who are much more wiser and mature in terms of just their experience. So to hear them make plans of, this is how they want to settle their debt, this is what they want to think up where they want to be in 10 years' time, it inspires me. And I'm grateful that I have a network of friends where conversations about money